maybe I'm crazy, but this Jerry Richardson situation feels like the Donald Sterling situation, but it's not exactly like the Donald Sterling situation.
Because of black people.
Correct. I'm Joy Taylor. That's Brandon Newman. This is the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Welcome to the show.
Hola.
I'm realizing I made a bad choice with my
What's that?
my headgear. Can you hear my jingle bells?
Yes.
Is that going to happen a lot? Because I move my head a lot. Do we want to trade?
I mean, you can throw the Santa hat on just for flexing purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see it. You can hear it?
Yeah.
All right, let me trade hats. Can you hear me that?
Ashley, you know you were supposed to hand her that hat.
All right, we're going to make a trade real quick. Although this one has bells too. It doesn't have as many bells.
Yes.
Yeah, less bells. Are we good?
Yes, we are good. We're golden.
We're looking good?
Yes.
All right, cool.
It's Santa time.
Anyway, so it's Christmas. I got this at the convenience store, so I didn't realize how loud it was. What are you wearing? You're wearing a onesie.
Yes, my mother's in town with my niece, and she undid her big suitcase and threw out onesies for all of us and said it's time to take pictures.
She packed that?
Yes,
Oh.
I actually took this out of the wrapper. It's from Macy's, $70, which is kind of nice.
70?
Yeah, it's actually
That's pricey for a like.
it's
an
a
outfit you
lot
gotta
of
wear.
fabric.
You gotta recycle that. It
Oh
is a
my
lot of
gosh,
fabric.
It's a lot of fabric. I'm wearing this in July.
Yeah, so I'm back in the Christmas spirit after buying about 70 Christmas gifts. I really went overboard this year.
Oh.
It's unnecessary. I'm limiting the list tremendously next year. Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about today. Diddy wants to buy the Panthers. We'll get into that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Beast Mode is doing something that I might be out on, though I love Beast Mode very much.
Yes.
Kobe Bryant got his numbers retired. Oh, very nice.
Golf
And that has
clap.
me feeling petty about LeBron, which apparently it's a thing. It's gonna get discussed because I it's on the internet now. So rules are losers this week. Very out on rules, although that should be a surprise to no one. But let's start with the big news that Jerry Richardson is out as the Panthers owner amid a sexual harassment scandal.
Mm-hmm.
If your name is trending on Twitter, you hope it's your birthday, or it's possible that you have a new album coming out, or
No
something
longer with
else.
us.
Yes, or something else. So he has to sell the team. It was a sexual harassment scandal and something with a racial slur directed towards an employee. So he's out. He's selling the team. And P. Diddy, or Diddy, he's going by Diddy now.
Diddy, yeah.
Popped up and said he wants to own the team, which I very much endorse. Steph Curry jumped in on the idea. Kaepernick has said he wants in on the action. And I when I first heard this, I was like, that's a great idea. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the NFL needs. We were talking about this last week. The NFL has a brand issue. It needs to completely reboot itself. And, then I got into the numbers a little bit. I'm not a big numbers person, but they matter when you're selling an NFL franchise. And NFL franchises are not cheap. Very rich people own them. And 30% of the ownership has to be put up for you to be a majority owner. Diddy's worth about $840 million, $740 million. There's like some discrepancy there, but you need $600 million basically, an estimated $600 million to be a majority owner, about 30% of this team. So that makes it complicated. And I get into the numbers of it, like Oprah's name is obviously being thrown out there. The point is a minority owner in the NFL would be amazing.
Yeah.
And if we can make this happen, let's do it. Let's do it for the culture. Let's save the NFL and get a minority owner in the NFL.
There's so many names thrown in the pot. It's like it's the black way of doing things, a family picnic style ownership.
Perfect.
Right?
Down.
Just
Down.
everybody.
It's a barbecue to announce the sale. All right, I'm there. Please invite me. Please invite me, Auntie O. Then the more I thought about it, I was like, this whole scandal feels a lot like the Donald Sterling situation, right? Everyone remembers what happened with the Donald Sterling situation, and players came out right away and were like, we're not going to play. This dude's got to go. And to Adam Silver's credit, he handled it. Made him sell the team. We've moved on, right? But players now have an incredible voice in the NBA. They have power. Mark Cuban was talking about it just last week. When we mess up, the players let us know. There's a different relationship between the players and the owners in the NBA. We know that. So I'm thinking this feels like Donald Sterling, but there's something missing. What is the thing that's missing? The players have not come out and condemned Jerry Richardson. Maybe they have, and I've missed it, but I spent a lot of time on the internet and around, news articles and such, I haven't seen outrage. I haven't seen a huge wave of players coming out saying, they condemn what he did and we need a change and we're not going to play for this guy.
It's been pretty quiet.
So you could hear a pin drop. You could describe it as such.
Yes.
And the reason for that, I believe, is people are afraid to touch this sexual harassment purge. They're afraid to come out and be like, yeah, that guy's wrong. Mm-hmm. Sure, there are huge figures that are out there saying that, what's going on is wrong and they're happy that there's changes being made and such. But this particular situation in the NFL, I've got my ears to the ground. I haven't heard anything. I think that men are terrified to touch this particular topic. They feel like even though they may never have physically hurt someone
right,
or purposely made someone feel uncomfortable, they're afraid. They're seeing every single day like, oh, well, this is on Twitter. Like, thanks for playing.
So a lot of people are going down the rabbit hole of their own memory thinking, who do I need to apologize to?
Right.
Who do I need to make amends to? Have I been one of these people? Is this coming for me?
Right. And part of that is the purpose of everything that's happening, right? Like to change the culture, to change the environment, to change the way that you think of women, to change the way that you think of your coworkers and how you behave in the workplace and how you treat people. And things were just the way they were. That's what boys will be boys. Like there's been excuses made for it for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you spoke up, you were the sensitive one, or you were, you're not playing the game. You're making things complicated for everyone. You're making someone uncomfortable. Why you always have to complain? Like those are the things that were said to you if you complained about sexual harassment, or worse, or you were fired, or you were, not recommended for the next job, or you're never promoted. We know how this whole thing worked for a very long time, and now it's not working that way. But that is the takeaway that I have from it. I don't think that this is the wave that's going to change everything because everyone's terrified to talk about it. You don't want to be the guy that's like, yeah, screw Jerry Richardson. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Then you feel like, are you a hypocrite? Does something come out? Did you offend someone? That's how I really believe that's how people feel. People are so uncomfortable. Guys all the time, every single day, they're like, oh, I'm only shaking her hand now. No more hugs at work for me. Like you can't even say hello to a woman anymore. Like, no, you can. You can still treat me like a human being. Just don't ask me if you can shave my legs.
Yeah.
I feel like everything like it's like this and there's that. Like there's a big difference between being just a normal person and speaking to me like a human being, and then asking me if I can go to lunch with you and putting my seatbelt on for me. I got it.
Woo.
I got the seatbelt. I know how to use a seatbelt. Like, thank you. I'm concerned for your concern. I can get this a click thing, and it goes in the click, right?
Yeah.
In the clicky hole. That's where it goes.
Learn about it when you're
it's
really
like when
young.
you're on the airplane, you're like, insert the thing. Yeah, I understand how to use it. Like, you're insulting me. I don't know how to use a seatbelt. Anyway, the takeaway is, I don't think you're not gonna see a wave of outrage with this because everyone's terrified to touch it. And it's unfortunate because that's really the next step for all of this.
Yeah.
Is like someone being brave and coming out and saying this is wrong and this is what needs to change. But the difference with the Donald Sterling situation was he was literally talking about the players. It was so easy because I'm not going to say it was easy. He was literally talking about the players, so that was personal. Mm-hmm. He was saying, I own you.
Right.
Like, no, you don't own me. Mm-hmm. And this is my reaction. In the Jerry Richardson situation, you're talking about an abstract person that you don't know. It's harder to have compassion in that situation. And you can have a wife that was sexually harassed. You have sisters, moms, cousins. You can just not hate women. That's available also. Yeah. But it's different when it's someone condemning you and being racist towards you and discriminating against you and saying that, and you're hearing it, and this is the person that you work for.
I'm thinking there's also this boys club mentality. It's protect the fraternity. It's in the NFL. It's among a lot of men. All these sexual allegations that are coming out, I guarantee you there's a multitude of men who knew about them before the women came out. And men are continuing to protect themselves around that, but there's not the same code when it comes to racism or murder. It's the only thing I had next in my head. Racism, murder. Yes.
There's, it's because it's personal. it's because it's against you. When the owners call players an inmate, they're calling you an inmate.
Right. Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the owner says, "Hey, can you bounce up and down in those jeans?" He ain't never gonna say that to you.
Right.
So do you feel uncomfortable working for him? And that's a compassion thing, and that's a mentality thing, and that's what needs to change. But it's just not gonna happen in this situation. I don't believe. I usually have some enlightened takeaway that I can send you off into the world with, but I just don't. I'm a solution oriented person. Don't bring me problems, right?
Yeah.
We got a problem. Cool. What's the problem? What's the solution? I don't have a solution here.
We got to crowdsource this thing.
I'm in a pickle.
Shouts out to pickles.
Love pickles. Pickles my favorite snack.
Yes.
Favorite snack.
Locale.
I love artisan pickles. They are
Artisan
locale.
pickles.
Yeah, like specially made pickles with different flavors and such.
Oh, no.
Can't get down with bread and
Chill.
butter though. Bread and butter's not pickle.
No. I got to go with the kosher.
Love kosher
Shouts
pickles.
out to Jewish people.
Deal. Yes, there you go. We're inclusive.
Happy It's the last day today, I think.
Is it? Is it the last day? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's time for in or out.
In or
out. Am I in or out?
I couldn't do it with you today. It was so soft.
I don't know what happened.
Last night, the Atlanta Falcons beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24-21, knocking the Packers out of the playoffs for the first time since Aaron Rodgers has been the starting quarterback. Rodgers clearly wasn't 100% healthy, and the Packers lost to the Panthers, throwing 3 interceptions for the first time since 2009. Mike McCarthy isn't sure if Rodgers will start next week. Joy, are you in or out on Bay Rodgers playing this week?
Well, I'm in on it now, but Bay shouldn't have played to begin with. What is the point? First of all, he's a pod person. I mean, if you find Aaron Rodgers, let me know where he is, all right?
Think he's a clone?
Save him. He's a pod person. Who is that? He's like thin in the face. He's out here being all insecure. That's not him. Where's Bay? Where's Discount Double Check? Where's Relax? Where's We're Gonna Run the Table? Where's that guy? The second that came out of his mouth, I'd be like, oh, no.
What second? What came out of his mouth?
No. Brett's back in.
Second, what came out of his mouth?
Then I'm not here to save this team.
Oh.
Who is that? He's a space alien that has taken over Aaron Rodgers' body.
Yes.
And I demand the aliens bring him back. He never should have played in the first place. And he was at like 80% anyway. So what are you gonna do? Like you're not gonna save the season, get healed, and we'll do it next year. You can't have every year. All right. Sometimes you just don't have a good year, right? We're gonna get 2017. It's not the Earth's best year. All right. I think we can all agree. That we didn't do well as humans this particular year. Not a solid year for all of us, right? Like there were some ups and some downs, But overall, I think we should give ourselves like a D for this year, right?
Yeah, that's fair. It's passing. We're gonna make it to 2018.
What classes you take a D is passing?
D is passing.
D's passing now?
F is the only thing that fails. D is passing, right?
I don't know. I think you're wrong about that.
I never had to worry
data
about
fact, D is not passing.
You know what I'm saying?
D's passing now? No. You didn't pass any classes with a D.
Learn something new every day.
I think you gotta get a
D
C.
is not passing.
Yeah.
Shouts
Maybe
out.
D plus. I don't know. I was homeschooled. What do I know? Anyway, the point is, what? Barely passing?
Yeah.
Okay. So we barely.
You
know
showed
what?
up.
Fine. I'll give us a D for this year as humans because we made it, right?
Yeah.
The year's not over. We still got time to screw it up. But like the Earth is still here, so we'll give ourselves a D. But overall, not a good year. And that's the Packers, right? Like it's unfortunate. It happens. Bay got hurt. Collarbones snapped, and it's just not our year. So it's fine. You just sit out the rest of the year, get healthy. There was no need for him to come in there and put up that abysmal performance. And more importantly, I don't even blame him because he's a pod person. He's been stolen by space aliens. It's not Aaron Rodgers. That's not how Aaron Rodgers talks. I can't believe I'm the only person who's noticed this. Like, this is not.
No, he looked much more happy throwing balls during on the sideline.
Listen, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. I'm 100% positive Aaron Rodgers' soul has been kidnapped by space aliens. They replaced it with some weirdo that is talking crazy. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football ever, next to Dan Marino. Dan Marino's first, obviously. I'm sorry. He's the GOAT.
No, it's on Brown for you.
Yeah, that's it. Return Aaron Rodgers to us.
Free Aaron Rodgers.
Free Aaron Rodgers.
Free Bay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. After the Chiefs beat the Chargers 30-13 Sunday, veteran defensive end Tamba Hali was spotted on the field giving pass rushing tips to the emerging star Joey Bosa.
Yes.
Cameras caught these two division rivals swatting hands, jumping around, posing for the cameras for around 33 seconds, and now people like football again. Joy, are you in or out on Tamba Hali sharing wisdom with the new generation?
I love it. It's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I love cute things. Things that are cute, I like.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
even staged cute things.
What's staged
Even like
about it?
it's completely fabricated and fake. That happens literally year round during the off season when people train. What they accomplished on the field in front of those cameras could have been handled in a 10-word text message, guarantee.
But it's the hands-on.
Stop.
It's the camaraderie.
It was embarrassing.
Football is brotherhood.
It was embarrassing. It was ugly. Just say defensive line. That's what we do before practice. Is sitting there and slap hands and jump around, singing, oh yeah, if you hit the offensive lineman's elbow versus their upper arm, you can get flexibility.
He's a savvy vet, and he's helping the little young cub.
He's not a savvy. It's bullshit. It was bullshit. I was so mad when I saw it. I thought Tamba was better than that. The Penn State-Ohio State rivalry, maybe I'm just speaking from a college football standpoint, is like, I don't want to see those two guys. Like, it was ugly.
You can't be this grumpy around Christmas time, okay? That's for me to do, right? Like,
That's
I'm
fair.
the one that said Christmas is stupid, although
That
I'm in on Christmas this year. I've changed my mind. Whatever. I'm a woman. I reserve the right to change my mind whenever I feel like it, and I don't have to justify it. So, anyway, I think it's adorable. I like cute things. I'm in on it.
Okay, so we're both out on Tamba
cute.
Ali, Joey Bosa video. Copy that. Glad we agree. Moving on. Sunday night, while Marshawn Lynch was finally looking like beast mode again, we caught a glimpse of the Raiders running back being offered Skittles by a mysterious man in a black hoodie. This was the first time we've seen Skittles and Marshawn in the same room in 2017. Got data fact. Joy, are you in or out on candy during workouts?
First of all, it was a mysterious man.
That's what it looked like. Did you see his face, Joy?
Okay.
Do we know who that man? All we know is he's white and married.
Okay.
That's all we know about this man, and he's the Skittles plug.
All right, that doesn't. He's the Skittles plug.
He is the Skittles plug.
Second, I was not aware we were referring to the black hole as a room now.
What you mean?
The stadium itself.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like Skittles and Marshawn in the same room.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in the same room together.
Okay, sure. I'm in on the Skittles plug, but I can't get down with candy like that anymore. I ate a Starburst the other day, and it was in my stomach for like 8 hours.
I'll finish this. What flavor?
Pink. There's another flavor you eat.
Well, pink spins a second longer than others.
An array of yellow and orange Starburst in my purse right now because I haven't gotten around to the garbage yet. Like what? Seriously, when are they going to get rid of the yellow and orange Starburst? I can tolerate red if it's an emergency. If it's an emergency.
I've argued ever since Starburst jelly beans were created, the Starburst actual candy, the square little things, get them out of here. Discontinue.
I strongly disagree with that. It is a take because Starburst jelly beans are delicious.
They're amazing.
But I need my pink Starburst. But just make the packets with just pink. I know that don't they sell them like the Valentine's Day, just the red and pink ones?
Yeah, oversaturated
all year
market.
round.
That's too much.
Anyway, the point of the matter is I'm getting old and my stomach can't it can't tolerate candy like that anymore. I want to. Like I love push pops.
Oh yeah.
Can't be everywhere eating a push pop though.
Yeah. Not in this climate.
Yeah. But push pops are delicious.
I love ring pops.
Make push pop. Well, I guess it's a Jolly Rancher, right?
I don't know
like
nothing about that.
A push pop not on the thingy is just basically a Jolly Rancher.
Oh my gosh, I never considered that. A sucker without the stick.
Stay woke.
It's just
Jolly Ranchers.
Just some mouth candy.
Great candy. It is mouth candy. But I don't understand how he functions eating this candy. Where does it go?
I don't understand. Like,
he's got an iron stomach. He is beast mode. I guess
it's
I should
insane,
be surprised,
and it's not working out either. He's playing a football game.
Yeah.
It's like exhausting.
I would throw up if I ate a bag of Skittles right now. I would 100% puke later in the day. There's no way. I would be like,
how compared to someone, if anyone out there has gotten to a fight, how exhausted and tired you are during a fight. Imagine eating some Skittles during a fight.
Right.
It's crazy. You're so tired.
Right. Like I don't understand. The concept of it is, and we knew that he was on Skittles, right? Like we've been known that he's on Skittles.
He's tested positive for Skittles for years.
100%. But I just don't understand it. Like now that I'm getting older and my stomach hurts more, I really don't get it. Maybe we should just see a doctor. It's probably not normal, right? Should eat some Skittles.
See a doctor. Yeah. That's our doctors. Okay, moving on. Now bear with me with this one. I have to set the scene. Okay. Sunday night, Los Angeles, California, 7 p.m. Ziggy Azalea walks into Craig's. Iggy.
I think it's just Iggy. Iggy Azalea. Move on.
Fancy walks into Craig's on Melrose. 10 p.m. Swaggy P walks into Craig's on Melrose.
3 hours later.
Woo! You following? Okay,
God.
Thank you for that.
That was a detail of the story I didn't know. Go ahead.
Paparazzi asked if this was Iggy and Swaggy's first public reunion since their breakup over a year ago. Miss Azalea had this to say. The unfortunate thing about LA is there are no. I'm sorry, I can't read her English. The unfortunate thing about LA is that there are not many places to eat. You can be in the middle of one of the most important dinner meetings of your life, and randomly your ex and all their friends walk in the same place. Joy, are you in or out on Iggy's limited dinner options in LA?
If my mother was here right now, she'd be like, you need to stop rolling your eyes so much. They're going to stick like that. There's so much going on here.
I know,
okay?
I'm sorry.
First of all, I'm done with Iggy and Swaggy P, all right? We're done with that story, right? We've moved on from that.
No,
as a culture, as a whole, I'm saying we're done with that story. As far as the paparazzi goes, we're good. We don't care about that anymore, all right? We've moved on. Swaggy is not, he's Nick Young now. He's not even going by Swaggy anymore. He's Nick Young. He's with the Warriors. He's grown, right?
He just said in an interview recently that if he wins a championship with the Warriors, he will be king of all swag. So I don't think he's done with Swaggy P.
I didn't hear that. That's unfortunate. All right, well, forget that part. The more important part of this is Iggy. Here's the thing, babe. All right, you wanna avoid people? Maybe not eat at Craig's. All right, if you're not from LA, you don't understand. Mm-hmm. It's not a thing you do. All right, You're like, oh, I'd like a nice private dinner where there will be no paparazzi. Let's go to Craig's. Cool. Like I went to Catch. I can't believe anyone saw me.
Right.
I was at Catch. Like, hello, can I have some privacy? There are almost 8,600 restaurants in Los Angeles.
8,600.
8,596 in 2016. All right, that number is going up. I'm assuming it's gone up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, 600 of them are on Melrose.
Okay, fine. Fine, but Craig's is a very specific one,
yes,
all right? There
yes.
are well over 8,000 restaurants in LA. I got mad recommendations for you where nobody will bother you, all right,
yes.
Iggy? You put yourself in a little hat, all right? Tuck that very revealing, shiny, bright hair up. You're good to go, all right? How about not having the most important dinner meeting of your life at Craig's? Talking about there's nowhere to eat. LA is known for its restaurants. There's a million restaurants. Or there's not a million. There's over 8,000. That's a lot. Okay? That's a lot of restaurants. I got so many recommendations for you. Also, there's this amazing invention that I actually survive on. It's called Uber Eats. Postmates, Grubhub. Lots of delivery services that will bring food to your house where I guarantee you Swaggy is not with his friends.
Yes.
Okay? And I understand running into your ex while you are out at dinner or anywhere that you don't want to see them is unfortunate. I get it. I can't think of a particular moment where that's happened to me, but I'm sure it's happened to me. Oh, yeah, and I can't actually think. I'm not going to tell the story. But the point is, yes, running into your ex is unfortunate. It's not pleasant. And I'm sure when the paparazzi are like, oh, you guys are back together, and you're like, no, I actually hate that. Then,
yes.
It's unfortunate. Just how about don't go to Craig's? I have zero sympathy for you in this spot.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way Swaggy P handled it. The paparazzi asked him, when you see an ex at a bar, where do you send them? And he said, sangria with a shot of Henny. He said, little sweet and spicy. That's what he said.
Where's the spice?
I don't know, Joy. The Henny?
Have you had Hennessy? It's not spicy.
It gets you spicy.
It gets you spicy,
yeah,
but
there
it's not
go.
actually spicy. Sangria, what a terrible drink to send to someone.
You think so?
Of course. Sangria is such an acquired taste. It's very sweet. Especially at night.
Wine,
Sangria is like a brunch drink.
Sangria
is a brunch drink. This is not debatable. We're not having like a conversation about this. It is a brunch drink. You're not drinking sangria at 8 o'clock at night. You drink sangria at 8 o'clock at night? Yeah, it's a mistake asking me that question. All right, let's move on.
Okay, let's get to Christmas time, okay?
Okay.
It's Christmas time, and you know what that means. Another freaking Star Wars movie, so I have to go act like I care about. The Force does not have to be with you to realize that every year, the newest Star Wars movie is arguably one of the top 2 Star Wars movies of all time. And if you have seen it, please, no spoilers. I'm watching The Last Rogue on Friday with my mom. Joy, are you in or out on seeing Star Wars during the Christmas break?
I've already seen it.
You've already seen it.
I went on opening night.
How many days has it even been out,
like
Joy?
Like a normal person.
It's not. No, normal people don't go see Star Wars.
Wrong.
Period.
Normal people actually do see Star Wars, period. Most of the world sees Star Wars. Most of the movie-watching world sees Star Wars.
Now, I'm very slow to judge people for their Star Wars love because I love Marvel movies. But that comes from a comic book, which is real, versus someone's head, which is fake. And that's what George Lucas did. He just came up with something off top of his head, Copper's Dome, and now everybody's obsessed. Mm-hmm. It has to be solid fact first in a book, printed on paper.
Correct.
Go see Black Panther.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, oh my gosh. All the melanin in there. Anyways, Star Wars.
Can't wait for Black Panther. Yeah, it was amazing. Of course.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Oh, do you have them ranked?
No spoilers. No spoilers. But it's a lot of setup in this one. I will say that. There's a lot of setup.
Stop.
But it was wonderful. I saw it opening night. I did not wear my Stormtrooper helmet. I went dressed as a normal human. But I enjoyed it. It was a nice night.
You telling me this movie that everyone's talking about is a setup?
No. There's lots of action. There's spoilers in it. I can't reveal the spoilers.
It's like that one episode of Game of Thrones every season where it's like nothing happens.
I mean, just Kylo Ren. Oh, I mean, I love him. I love Adam Driver. I don't care.
Oh, Adam Driver.
I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. You can
Big
judge me
fan of
if you want
Driver.
to.
Yes.
I love Adam Driver.
Big HBO Girls fan. I was. So yes, I get with Adam.
Yeah.
He's like.
It's a little shaky for your rep. You might want to drop that one.
No. Stand
you
fast.
live your life. You live your life.
Stand by it.
You make your own decisions.
It's not TV. It's HBO.
More mistakes, but no. I mean, I love HBO. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Insecure. It's amazing.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, that's fair.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, of course.
Silicon Valley. Although,
okay. So we're out on Star Wars.
Can you be in on anything anymore? It's really tough.
Come on,
you guys are making it tough. All right. Anyway, I'm very in on Star Wars, and it's a good movie. You should go see it.
I'm going to see it, but I have to see it just so I can have conversations
Spoiler
with you.
alert! Kylo Ren is shirtless. Deal with it.
That is a big
spoiler. And Ray, I don't appreciate you asking him to put a shirt on. It's rude. Go on.
I can't even get into this. Okay, finally. Let's end on a high sports note. Okay. The Los Angeles Lakers retired number 8 and number 24 last night.
Mamba!
Both jerseys worn by Kobe Bryant during his 20-year career with the Lakers.
Yes.
The basketball world has been paying respect to Kobe all week, even some comparing Black Mamba to MJ. Mm-hmm. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said, I don't think LeBron is Michael at all. Mm-hmm. Very different mentality and mindset. Kobe has the same mentality and mindset that MJ had, the assassin.
Correct.
Joy, are you in or out on Steve Kerr saying Kobe is closest to MJ?
Yeah, of course I'm in on it.
You're in on it?
I've always felt that way. But the distinction is this. When you compare Kobe and MJ, right? So Kobe's not MJ. So then it feels like it's a diss to Kobe. Kobe is a different player than MJ and was amazing in his own right. So it's not like he's a poor man's MJ. Kobe was incredible. But the comparison is they have that same killer mentality. Like they don't call him Mamba for nothing. Like it's Mamba mentality. Like
he gave himself that nickname.
Okay, fine, but we all call him that. We call him that.
I know, but like
he's one of the few people that can give himself his own nickname.
But we don't call him it for nothing. We call him it because he decided he wanted to be called that.
Did you not just refer to him as that?
I did. It was for the read. I don't refer to. I lost respect for Kobe. 2004 finals. Pistons did what they did to them.
I've gone through the whole thing with Kobe because Kobe had his incident in 2003. Mm-hmm. I was in high school.
Yes.
And I was a big Kobe fan. And I'm not going to lie. It's like as a young girl, that kind of messed with me. It made it difficult to be a fan of Kobe at that time. Mm-hmm. So I respect Kobe as a player. And I think comparing him to MJ is not unfair. I don't like comparing LeBron to MJ at all. I think they're completely different players. LeBron is not cut from that cloth. He's a Taylor Swift of the NBA. Which is not a bad thing. Taylor Swift's very successful, right? Very successful. She's got a whole fan base. What are they called? Swifties, right?
I'm just Team Kanye, so it does sound like a diss. It does sound like a diss.
You can like both. It's a thing. I just decided it.
It's the hottest take.
Anyway, the point is, congrats to Kobe. Mm-hmm. It was a very nice ceremony. Lakers did it right. Super classy, and he deserved to have both retired and. I don't mind the MJ comparison.
Him saying Mamba out at the end again.
That's his thing. That's his thing. What do you want me to do?
Is it his signature at the bottom of all of his text messages too?
I mean, that seems like an annoying thing. I hate when people have signatures on their text messages. I know who I'm texting. I saved it in my phone. It's like a rise and grind or something. Like, yes, I get it. All right, you gotta get after it today. Take it off I can't even get into it. It's so upsetting. Anyway, all right. So petty report.
Yes.
Petty report.
And I won't back down.
All this talk about retiring jerseys has led, of course, to the discussion about Miami retiring LeBron's jersey, which is silly because, I mean, come on. Can the dude just, can he retire before we start having this argument? But we can't, because everything with LeBron has to be discussed right away.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I think happens. All right. I don't want them to retire his jersey.
You don't want the Miami Heat.
If I'm being honest about it, I don't want them to retire his jersey. But
Why?
they will, because the Heat are classier than me. So they will do it. But it's not going to happen for a long time. And I don't think it happens while Pat Riley is associated with the organization / while Pat Riley walks the earth. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't.
So it will happen within the next 5 years or so.
No. How dare you? How dare you? There is literally zero tolerance policy for Pat Riley slander on this podcast. Zero.
Handsome George Burns.
Zero tolerance. All right? I don't want to hear it at all. Here's the thing, though. People thought they were never going to retire Shaq's jersey, and they did. And Shaq scorched earth when he left Miami. So, and he only played 4 seasons there. They retired it last year. Retired his jersey. Tim Hardaway, Shaq, obviously, Alonzo Mourning are retired. Inexplicably, Michael Jordan is also retired.
Out of respect.
Although, here's the thing. All right. So, everyone in Miami hates that. It's a Pat Riley move to retire Michael Jordan's jersey. Obviously, Michael Jordan did not play for the Heat, unfortunately. I'm in on it because I'm a Michael Jordan zealot, but everyone hates it. There's a monstrous Michael Jordan jersey like up in the rafters right next to Dan Marino in AAA.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's so stupid, but I love it. I think they should just retire 23 across the league, honestly. Just snatch that right off LeBron's back.
Was he that good that no other player can ever wear that jersey?
I think so,
again?
yes. I believe that. I think like most people should believe that. They're being honest with themselves, yes. If we're being honest, we're keeping it real, yes.
He went to play baseball in the middle of his career.
He's the GOAT like that. Okay. He wasn't so great at baseball. But anyway, the point is, those are the ones that are retired. Here's the problem. They have to retire Udonis Haslem's jersey. That's happening.
Okay.
That's happening.
I'm going to defer to you with that.
Yeah, just trust me.
They just really like braids there. What's the...
Listen, here's the thing about Udonis. All right, you don't want to say anything bad about Udonis.
I'm not. I'm asking questions.
Udonis is a straight up legend. He's 305 till he dies. All right, he's getting his jersey retired for the Miami Heat.
Pitbull.
And no,
Trick Daddy.
No, I mean we love Pitbull, we love Trick Daddy in Miami, but Udonis is a different situation. Okay. And wait, they have to retire Wade's jersey before they retire LeBron's. So they're not about to just be out here retiring jerseys every year.
What if they give Wade that statue with the big eye? And then retire LeBron's number, and then Wade's number afterwards. So, like, Wade's like, okay, I got the statue. I can wait for the retirement.
It's not going to happen for, like, 20 years if it happens.
Let's do a special episode then.
Let's do a special Maybe I'm Crazy podcast to discuss this. And it'll just be me being petty about why they shouldn't retire LeBron's jersey. I don't care. But thank you for coming to Miami, LeBron. That's the petty report. All right, loser power rankings.
Loser power rankings. These are the losers of the week.
Trying to do like Christmas caroling.
I know you're throwing me off with the singing today. Mm-hmm. It's good though. It's pretty cool.
All right, so Ty Lue is the number 3 loser of the week.
Ty Lue.
Ty Lue, yes, assistant coach Ty Lue.
Stop, Joy. Stop. You're alluding to LeBron James being the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's not. He chose Ty Lue to do that.
Anyway, Odell Beckham Jr. is he's tatted up, Odell, and he got a tattoo of Allen Iverson, which I endorse. I mean, I love Allen Iverson, but it's not just any old Allen Iverson tattoo. It's a tattoo of Allen Iverson. Where is this on his body?
This is leg, I believe.
Is it on his leg?
Calf. Yeah, calf.
Whoever his tattoo artist is very skilled.
And very in there.
Yes.
Just all up on him.
All up on him. Anyway, it's of Allen Iverson stepping over Ty Lue in Game 1 of the 2001 NBA Finals, which is just spectacular. I mean, you are immortalized on Odell Beckham Jr.'s body, basically getting your chain snatched by Allen Iverson.
The references.
It's kind of amazing.
It's true, though.
Really a big L. He should hold that L.
I just think he's probably more upset that he's on his leg with those cornrows. And just sitting on the ground with the cornrows,
I mean, that was the
looking
look.
like a little dumb.
That was a look. Allen Iverson had those too. So now Odell Beckham Jr. has
fair.
tattoos of Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, Bob Marley, Mike Tyson biting Evander Holyfield's ear.
With the Sports
Illustrated in the background.
Dumb.
Good branding for Sports Illustrated, though. Obama, MLK, the Joker, and Malcolm X.
Can you say that last slew again? Just to see how silly this is.
Mike Tyson. Okay. If you were to get you have how many tattoos? I have 2.
I have 2 as well. Joy. I have 2 pieces of art on me, but they're multiple different stamps, little things. Maybe 9.
Okay.
But 2 ideas, 2 concepts.
Yeah. Do you have 2 or do you have 9? That's a big number gap when it comes to tattoos. Explain yourself.
There's multiple tattoos on me that all are about 2 different entities. I have Newman on my back, like I'm wearing a freaking football jersey all day long.
Yeah, you seem proud of that one.
With my high school mascot, PRP Panthers, and the Fighting Irish mascot on either side. I was actually in the yearbook at Notre Dame for having this tattoo. Only way you can tell I went to that school. And behind my arms, I have the comedy and drama faces, with God, without God. It's religious.
I literally have 2. I have one on my foot, and I have a tramp stamp that is my mother's name. So it's like, is it a tramp stamp? I don't know. But, okay, so that looks like a thigh. It looks like an inner thigh.
Inner thigh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Bob Marley.
Oh, my God. I did not know that's where it was.
Yes.
And
that's why I say he's all up in
that
there.
is a huge, that is an extra L for Ty Lue.
It's an extra L for OBJ. OBJ deserves all these L's, Joy.
Listen, I'm pretty well versed in the male anatomy, and that seems like an L.
Okay. He's got Bob. Was that Bob Marley next to him?
I don't think you're following me here. I think I'm going to stop. But
I hear you. I'm trying to pivot.
Are you pivoting? Because that's an L. All right? That's what that is. If you were to get a tattoo, moving along, if you were to get a tattoo of a celebrity on your body, who would it be? Non-family. Like, people get family, portraits and stuff like that. Like, that's cool. But if you're just going to get...
Actual celebrity?
I'm cool
not
with,
like an activist or anything?
I'm cool with all this. Like, yeah, anyone you want. That you would be, like, acceptable. I mean, you have weird tattoos anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
probably, like, Goku or Gohan.
Okay. I would get Prince. Have you ever...
Prince?
Yeah.
What outfit?
That
pink frilly or the purple frilly?
Maybe. I think I'd go with the buttless chaps. That one.
So a back picture of Prince?
Yeah.
Full
like
silhouette?
Like this.
That'd be dope.
All right. Like
be
the
like
full back.
Be real small, actual size.
This will never happen. Would you ever get someone's name on you? I have my mom's name. Would you ever get anyone's name on you?
Yeah.
Who?
Krispy Kreme.
A person. This is tricky. You have a fiance.
I'll probably get Selena's name on me. My brother has my mom's name on him.
Yeah.
I'll get Selena's name on me.
But no significant other?
No.
That's fine. I would never do that either. That usually ends badly. I had an ex get a J over his heart.
A J over his what? Did he really like the letter? Was his name Jason?
Oh, he liked the letter.
Joy, he did not get that tattoo for you. Joy.
I didn't tell him to.
Where's this guy now?
I don't know. I don't want to even get into it, but that was a mistake. That was a mistake.
How did he present this to you?
He picked me up and was like, I got a surprise. Ta-da. I'm like, oh, you got me a Snickers? Like, whoa, that's so aggressive.
A J on his chest?
Listen, man, I'm actually very proud of that. It says more about me than it does about him.
No, that's a good one for your resume.
Yeah. All right, so number 2 loser is sorry, Ty Lue, you had to eat it hard on that one.
We were all on Ty Lue.
I know. It's cool. It's fine. You got a championship. Jags and Vikings fans. I know you guys are very excited, and you've been on this the whole year.
Yes.
It's an obnoxious take by you, but
I have plenty.
That's true. I know you guys are very excited, but neither one of you have a quarterback. So I know this is very fun. This is a very fun thing, and you're enjoying your season. And I'm not hating. Enjoy the season. You guys are good, and you're in the playoffs.
You're saying Jags and the Vikings don't have a quarterback?
Yeah, the last time I checked, Blake Bortles is the quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Correct? Yep. That's still a thing.
He's tested, tried and true. Great year for 2017 for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did not take. He did not take
L.
Yes, he didn't get a D or take the L.
Yes.
Okay. He's a passing grade for 2017.
Yes.
And Vikings, the Case Keenum is the quarterback of the Vikings. Correct?
And Teddy Bridgewater's backup.
Yeah, I like Teddy Bridgewater. It's fun. Look, they're both fun, but I'm sorry, like it's just not going to happen for you guys. You're not going to the Super Bowl. It's just not happening. Enjoy yourself. The Dolphins made the playoffs last year. It was fun. They're in the little playoffs for like 5 minutes, and then the Steelers ate their lunch. It's just not happening. I'm sorry.
I was on the Vikings bandwagon. I am. Kyle Rudolph's a good friend of mine. But then last week, no, I saw you playing over there. No, you good. You nearly never have boogers. You ask me a lot, but you never have them.
Very paranoid about it. All right, good.
But last week I realized that they don't have many defensive touchdowns on the Vikings, and that's just not a winning. You got to score on defense to be a championship team. So that's a big knock for them. But I still like the Vikings.
They have a great defense. But neither one of those teams are winning the Super Bowl. Sorry. All right, number one loser this week is the stupid catch rule. I know. Okay, of all the things that I want to leave in 2017, and there's a lot. There's a very long list. We don't have time to get into it. All right.
Naughty list, if you will.
Yes. A lot of things getting coal, all right, this year for Christmas. The catch rule is, can we please leave this in 2017? Please. I know the NFL season carries into 2018, so we have to kind of deal with it.
Right.
But, like, it's got to go. It's the worst. Everyone's flipping out about the end of the Steelers-Patriots game. Huge implications. I'm tired of dealing with this. It's a catch. It's a freaking catch. All right. If it was a running back, it would be a catch. Why is it not a catch if it's a receiver? It's nonsense. It's hogwash. I'm done with it. Just get rid of it. I'm tired of it. And every other level of football, that's a catch. He caught the ball. He leans over, and he's in the end zone. Like, it's a catch. I don't understand. All right. The Dez Bryant catch was a catch. 100%.
Yes.
That was a robbery. That was even more egregious than what happened with Jesse James and the Steelers.
Oh, yes, of course.
Because Dez took several steps.
Yes.
At least Jesse James, you could make the argument that he had not he had not made a football move, which he did.
He did.
But
It's dumb.
I can't handle it anymore.
It's dumb.
It's a catch. I don't want to hear about it. Change a stupid rule. It's ruining my life.
I said that we need a common sense expert like Joe Biden, who we can get behind, that just decides when something's wrong, when the refs are wrong. Common sense.
Can we just bring Joe Biden back in general?
Yeah. As many things need to get left in 2017, Joe Biden better be here in 2018.
We need you, Joe.
Yes.
Like, we need you.
Just to smile.
I think what I need from Joe Biden is let's just put Joe Biden in an ice cream shop, right?
Yes, I'm following.
Provide him with as much ice cream as he can eat.
Yeah.
And he can just make decisions for us as a human race. Like, we'll bring him, like, Joe, we have this problem. And he'll be like, yep, that's the right answer. And then we just do what Joe says.
Yes, Joe Biden with ice cream is the best Joe Biden.
I could be wrong here, but I think I may have just solved all the world's problems.
You said earlier you didn't have a solution, and you were just carrying it for the last part of the podcast.
I did. It was a tease for later. Joe Biden is going to save us all. But overall, get rid of the stupid catch rule. All right, what's your gut data fact this week?
Okay. Sorry. I did the breath thing when I hold it, and then, I've been trying to get better at that.
I can't.
I'm going to call that guy you told me to see.
Where it's like his turn, and he takes a deep breath.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, what's your gut data fact?
It's a big moment for me, Joy. Okay, gut data.
Yes.
We somehow were able to go through this entire podcast without mentioning Jimmy G and how great he is doing for the 49ers and his new nickname, Gucci Grop, which I'm all about.
Yep.
Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop, Gucci Grop. The San Francisco 49ers, I don't know if you remember, lost 5 straight games by 3 or less points during the season. Mm-hmm. It was one of those good bad teams.
No, they were a bad team.
It was a good bad team.
Okay, they're sure.
Take those games. Vegas would add points if Jimmy G was quarterback. Yes. Those are wins. Jimmy combined with the 3 wins that Jimmy G actually won. 9-win team, playoff hunt, which leads me to this. Mm-hmm. Okay? He's adopted in the Bay. Everyone loves him. I love him. Gucci Grop will be the second best quarterback in 49ers history. He will be the second best quarterback in the 49ers history. Gucci Grop.
Okay. So, well, first of all, he's making me look like a liar, which I don't appreciate.
Yes, he is.
Although there's still time. Still time.
Not in 2017. He gonna keep winning, Joy.
There's still time. There's still time.
All right.
I said, for those of you that don't know, I think Garoppolo is going to be a bust. And he's making me look like a liar.
Hot take.
It was a hot take. Nobody else out there saying that I know of. Anyway, so he's going to be better than Steve Young, huh? Joe Montana, Colin Kaepernick.
So Joe Montana went to Notre Dame. He's the GOAT. He can't be beat.
No.
Steve Young.
Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback.
Okay, well, I'm saying in 49ers history.
Okay, sure.
Steve Young.
I think that's pretty much agreed upon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Steve Young. Steve Young could have did better. And Jimmy G, aka Jimmy Garoppolo, aka Gucci Grop, will do better.
All right. Maybe you're blinded by Jimmy's handsomeness. He's very handsome.
I'm not. Steve Young's a handsome guy.
Yes.
We see it every Monday.
Steve Young is handsome. Yes.
Yes, he knows his stuff. He knows his football.
He does.
I think while he was playing football, he's too worried about being a lawyer as well. Gucci Grop is going to be all about that action, boss. Mm-hmm. He's going to be all about that football and them touchdowns.
All right, there's still time. There's still time to determine this. Jimmy G could make either one of us a liar here, but I feel like we're like on the other spectrum. Like you're like he's going to be the second greatest quarterback in 49ers history.
Thank you. Second,
and I think he's going to be a bust, which I'm going to stick with for now.
There's no way you think that.
I reserve the right to change my mind at any point.
Maybe I'm crazy way.
Yes. Anyway, so that's Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Thanks for sticking with us today through a kind of insane. We took some twists and turns. Yeah. So have all the fun that you can with your family this weekend. We love you guys. Wish you a very, very happy Merry Christmas, and make sure you subscribe because we are going to do a New Year's special superlative Maybe I'm Crazy awards, whatever you want to call it. Recapping this grade D year of 2017.
Yes.
We had some ups though. There were some good moments.
Yeah.
So we'll go over all of those. So make sure that you check that out.
Finna
next
be
week
lit.
as well. Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
And Kwanzaa.